Alright, so we've got Ferra versus, what do we got? Ruthless? So,
Yeah, Ruthless. Hey, Tommy
versus,
King. Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, Tommy versus Shade. War God. Alright, let's go to training mode. I'm just going to set that up in case I need it. So general thoughts about this matchup. This might be a little bit harder for us to comment on specific stuff. Um,
Mm,
important
yeah.
thing to know is that Kotal's armor is pretty garbage, and that it's overhead. So if you're reading armor, block standing up. I think he's
The low has armor as well, but it's yeah, it
sorry.
doesn't. The low has armor as well, it just doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, you can't do it online. But Kotal's mix-ups are fuzzyable, and the overhead is so much faster than the low.
yeah. And I guess the other, where is it? This one. Yeah, the back one for. Yeah. So I'll just put my thing onto game real quick, just like a quick thing. I'm not sure if Ferrator can backdash it, but if Kotal uses back 1-4 into his mix-up, he can. There's always a gap. So if you block, okay, he can't backdash, but if you block, you can always punish it with armor. So if you see back 1-4 and you want to spend the meter because you get some free damage. That's just a little tidbit. Is overhead any slower than the low option? That's an important thing to know. If it is, how much slower is it? So we've got special moves, we've got the overhead sword strike, which is 17 frames, and the sword sweep, which is 21. So it's not really, I don't know if I'd call that fuzzyable.
Dude, trust me, that you can do it. Trust me.
Yeah, so
With practice, you can definitely do it.
that's the overhead, that's the low. Okay, so let's say he's doing that stuff. Quad A, let's try it again. Is that, no, you can't armor that, alright. Oh, you can. Even back 1-2, apparently, you can armor. Can you do back 1-2? Can you cancel that into a sword? Yeah, you
Back
can.
one, like, if I run the mix-up correctly, it's like, or the mix-up per se. The overhead jails, I'm pretty sure, but the overhead's unsafe. Everything
Alright.
else you can armor.
Oh, that's not it. What was the overhead? Okay, yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, you definitely can't armor the overhead. So committing to armor is risk, except if it's off the back 1-4, because the back 1-4 is always a gap, regardless of the option. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But I think maybe other stuff we should probably leave to looking at the match and seeing what we observe, and maybe we can um, do something with that. But I think
But
general stuff, Ferrator is probably better at a range than Wargod is, I'd say. You can probably do a decent job keeping him out, because Kotal's not got the best full screen presence. So let's get the notepad up so I can actually use it. Possibly at range for zoning. So again, sitting outside of Kotal forward 2 range. That's always important because 4-2 is an appealing option for a lot of players. Throw out that 4-2 to fish for stuff.
shout out to Frank.
Let's see if Shade knows how to punish the 4-2. Let's see, what's 4-2 on block? 4-2 is -10. So let's have a look. We'll see if that pops up at all. What else? Pushing to the corner is always good with Ferrator. The corner is good for basically all characters, but Ferrator is ridiculous in the corner, as we know. Being aware of jump in 1 range is important as well, because jump in 1, as we all know with Kotal, is crazy. So Kotal players might try to use that as well. So if you're trying to fish for it, sitting outside the jump in 1 range is important.
Dude, that's too hard.
It is hard, but we'll
That
see.
jump punch ridiculous.
So I'm gonna set up as if I'm gonna do the notes how I did the last one. So I've just got a little note saying match 1, round 1. And depending on how this plays out, I'll have a look at the little exchanges and see what happens. But the basic idea, again, when breaking down the match is try to figure out how you got your damage how they're getting their damage, and from that, looking at the habits that each player is doing to for you to capitalize on. Because again, if you're getting damage in one particular way that's really, really working, that the person's falling for all the time, it can be good to abuse it. Likewise, if they're getting away with stuff against you, you need to learn how to defend against it. So we're back on the VOD. Do you want to press play for me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, before we do, what are the round start options for each? Down 4 is probably pretty good for Kotal.
Yeah, but the range is slightly less than
Range is
subs.
slightly less, yeah. So I guess you don't need to be afraid of that. Maybe greedy forward 2.
Yeah.
But that's probably not that great either.
I reckon Kotal back 1 should dominate this the start.
Back 1 or forward 1 even. What's the
Nah,
range of
back
forward 1?
Okay. Forward 1 slightly longer than start. Back 1 hits from start, both 9 frames.
Yep. And then in terms of Ferra,
Backdash.
backdash.
Yeah, I don't see any of your buttons winning. Maybe
Yeah.
down 3, but even that's gonna be.
Actually, let me just have a look at this as well real quick. So let's go custom block ways. So round start, back 1 doesn't reach. Okay, nothing reaches but back 2 for Ferra, and back 2 is not the greatest round start option, honestly.
Yeah, your best option is backdash, but neutral jump will get caught by back 1 as well, I reckon. Or even jump back.
Yeah, neutral jump punch isn't the best option either. But then if we go to Kotal, we've got back 1 definitely reaches.
Actually, neutral jump punch works. Not too bad.
Oh, it's not too bad, but it's not great. Back 1, down 4 doesn't reach. Forward 2 definitely reach. Back 1's a pretty good option, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, look how fast that is.
9 frames. 9 frame mid.
So, let's record that. Oh shit. Gotta change my player back. Record. Back 1 at round start.
Yeah, neutral jump punch looks pretty hard to contest, unless you walk forward slightly.
Oh, why is he doing sword now? If you're holding back at round start, there's potential to if you really read the back 1, hold back at round start. Don't try to time it. Just hold back and you can whiff punish it.
Oh really?
Yeah, with back 1 2 1.
Alright, yeah, got them.
Yeah. So maybe that's an option as well, the walk back. I always love walking back around start. It's usually the same.
Actually, no, it's not working, dude.
Really?
If the Kotal's timing is on point, so it's like perfectly on start, you get caught every time.
Alright, let's try this again, shall we?
Because, yeah, the Ferrator's walk acceleration isn't the fastest.
Alright, that's gonna be as fast as
Dude, it beats everything. It beats jump. So if you time it perfectly, it catches jump forward, jump back, down, all your buttons. You have to backdash from start.
Okay.
It's even hard to backdash from start. You gotta be mashing forward to start. Legit, I'm doing right now.
I can't
Catching
backdash
everything.
it.
Catching everything. I can't even neutral jump in time. That's how fast it is.
Wake up, command grab armor. That's what you gotta do. Alright, so
Yeah.
Kotal's back 1 is a very good option, so be aware of it.
Beats everything on start, man. You can't do shit.
Yep.
You gotta like backdash. Again, like yeah, this is like
Backdash is hard. Backdash is
So
hard.
he needs to time the back 1 perfectly. But if the Kotal knows the timing, you can't do shit on start.
Yeah. Alright, so we've learnt that. Back 1's a very good option at round start. So again, this is what it's all about. It's about thinking about the match and looking at what's going on in the match and breaking down situations to see what's good and what's not. So again, we haven't even started pressing play. We're already thinking about what are the options each person's going to do and what's theoretically better for one than the other. So Ferrator's not got the greatest round start options we've found, and that's fine. But you just need to be respectful of the back 1. So maybe like even a tap of a block and then hold back and walk back or something like that.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I reckon like hold block for like a little. Back 1's too fast. Like.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend then? Like you can't just.
You have to hold it, I reckon. If you know the Kotal was perfect with the time, you have to hold that. You have to hold it. You can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Frank's here. Yep. The Frank. Currently doing match analysis with Jacob on this stream.
He can sit and learn if he wants. If you gotta go there, that's fine. I'll
jump off at some point in like 5 minutes ish.
Yeah. Well, there's only 2 more matches, so we'll see how we go.
But yeah, you can't do shit on start. You just have to hold the back 1, and then back 1 leads into like stagger mix-ups.
Yep. Alright, so let's. Is Frank in now? Do you need to go get him, or is it alright?
Ah, hold on a second, sorry.
Is Frank inside now, or do you need to go out and get him?
Oh no, he's behind me right now.
Alright. Alright, do you want to press play then, and we'll
Alright, no, one sec.
keep going?
Frank, give me like 5 minutes on this.
Oh, back one.
So,
Was that it? Or
yeah,
that was forward one? That was
nah,
forward one.
that was forward one.
Yeah, that was forward one.
I guess.
So
Fuck.
jumping at a weird.
Yeah,
Again, like
it's
that's
streaming.
kind of an awkward range. So you either
No.
want to be further out or further in, but jumping's probably not the best way to get in there. So good blocks. Let's pause for a sec.
Alright.
Let's just have a quick look at. Let's just have a quick look at. Oh, Jesus. The low sword and what the option. Low sword is -15
On block or hit? Oh,
on
on
block.
block, right?
On
Yeah.
block. Overhead sword strikes -18. So let's go back to blah blah blah. So
They're both fairly really punishable.
yeah, so let's just quickly test if we can. Oops. Wrong button. Why don't I know these buttons? Alright, so sweep.
Yeah. Test punishes for Mr. Shade or Mr. Jordan Hudson.
Alright, so back one might not be the easiest.
Sword? Nope.
What's
That's low. Right.
Okay, so reversal tuck and charge is a punish for both of them.
Yeah.
So if you're in doubt about timing, reversal tuck and charge will punish both options, but remember it won't punish the mid option. Alright, let's keep moving so we don't waste too much time.
Yeah. Right.
Tuck and charge, try and anti-air again. Let's try and get him to
Oh,
the
early
corner.
break. Wants to get to the corner.
Don't know how much I'd be wanting to use the pain and gain with that low health.
In neutral, yeah. Rather just keep it for the confirm.
So that
Now
was-
now you can't use it anymore.
So
He's on
Tommy,
suicide.
Tommy landed a down one, then did back one, and it looks like
Yeah.
Shade was trying to hit a button between, got punished.
Yeah. It needs to confirm pokes. Hopefully. It looks like he's happy to commit to what's it called, the 50-50 after a poke, as in like most guys like to do it. They either did down four low sword or down four overhead sword.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad idea, but like, you know, it's the damage you're risking. I don't like it too much.
So let's see
That's
if
a stream.
he's keeping the corner. So, alright, pause again for a second.
I can't pause from the screen. Yeah.
We all know how good Ferrator's corner shenanigans are.
Mm.
So, let's just. You could be doing stuff a bit differently, like not just going for the mix-ups, but going for like the back 1-2-1, it's down 3 or whatever. What's back 2-1? Back 1-2-1 on block again. Back 1-2-1 is -3 into your. Is it 6 frame down 3? I'm pretty sure it is.
Like 1-2-1. Oh, with Ferrator.
Yeah, into 7 frame down 3. So doing your back 2-1-1, block pressure down 3, blah blah blah. Back down 3 can catch jumps, all that stuff, rather than the really slow mix up option. I think it's a bit more reliable. You might not get as much immediate damage, but you're suddenly keeping him in the corner. And if you mix it up with throws or any of that other stuff, you're suddenly looking like you're in pretty good shape. And you're keeping Kotal in the corner as opposed to going for this really slow startup thing that might get blocked and then you lose your turn. So going with that standard. Oh my god, I didn't even have it on screen capture for the game. But anyway, I was just doing the back 1-2-1, overhead, low, down 3 stuff, which you've all seen before. If you watch basically any video of Biohazard, you'll see that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a bit more reliable than just going for straight mix-ups in Ferrator.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think it conditions a bit better and instills fear a bit more than the slow overhead does.
Yeah, it's not a mix of the back 1-2-1 stuff, yeah.
I'll send you a link when this goes up, Jordan. I was just watching one of the Canadian tournaments recently, and if you watch, for example, I know it's a bit different, but if you watch, there's a match between Saki and Biohazard where everything Saki tries to do to get out, Biohazard just keeps him in there. So I'll show you that video with this one, so you can get a good idea of the kind of pressure I'm talking about. Alright, so do you want to press play again?
Yep, sure.
Because remember, our priority is try and keep him in the corner, which,
Mm.
there we go, throwing him back to the corner.
I don't like the random painting gains in neutral.
Yeah, I'm not sure about those either.
I guess it pumps your damage slightly, but like I guess at least how much of a boost does it lead? 5, 10%? I don't know.
I'm not too sure. But, maybe in like a zoning war where you can absorb something with armor or something, I'm not sure, but randomly in neutral is not always the best.
Oh wow, wake up command go from that range. No fear.
Oh,
I'll just
it was
delayed
that
armor.
delayed armor, yeah. Catches everyone.
Nice.
So again, yeah, like he's already behind on health.
Yeah. And he's
Not
doing
sure.
the. Okay,
sure
yeah, this
what
is gonna be hot.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Drop soon. Oh, that was nice.
that could have potentially been a punish for.
That was actually, I'm not sure, because the first he got blocked.
Ah. So that was a bit of a missing conversion there. So I failed on my note taking. Can you just pause it again,
No.
Aaron?
Yep.
Failed on my note taking again. Probably could have observed a lot more there.
Mm.
But main thing, keeping me in the corner. Not reckless jumping. Maybe a little less use on the painting gain in neutral to keep some of your health. And making sure you're capitalizing on your punishes. And emphasizing that back 1-2-1 pressure as opposed to the overhead and low mix-ups, because that's kind of what Ferra Torr excels in. Because once you do back 1-2, your neutral back 1-2-1 into overhead or lows, also good. And then you can start mixing in your throws and your down threes and all that other stuff too.
I remember that match in particular, like, Kotal's buttons to our class, Ferrator's by far.
Yeah.
And your walk speeds are about the same, so if Ferra's, like, Kotal's gonna dominate the neutral.
Yeah.
Like, just play Ruthless as a punish character, I reckon. Like,
Yep.
block the 50-50, and then, or 50-50 per se, and when you do block right, you punish hard and kill.
And if that particular matchup is giving you trouble, and a big part of it could be because you're missing the punishes, just take it to training mode. Because yeah.
No, don't Frank, my bad.
Oh. Because even though there's the numbers that say -15, -18, and that might sound easy to punish, all that like
It's still
variable
relative.
block stun that happens can make it harder to punish or not. So whether you find a punish that's super easy for you to do consistently or not, or whether you commit to the lower damage reversal option, just making those decisions. And again, like practice, so when you see that move, you have more of an automatic response as opposed to shit, what punish am I trying to do?
Again, just training mode stuff. Practice punishes, particularly against War God, because his strength is meant to be the 50-50 game, and it becomes even stronger if you can't punish it. But it is all punishable, so you need to capitalize on those opportunities. His buttons are already outclassed you, so you gotta take your damage when you can.
Yeah.
I seriously don't think you can contest his buttons. Like, if you see a forward one or back one with, then yeah, you can punish the back one, but your spacing needs to be on point, and Kota's walk speed's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, how's his walk speed? Let me check. Let me see. It's decent at best. So, it's like lesser subs, and its runs even worse. But his dash is actually pretty solid. Actually, again for this match, yeah, you probably have to use neutral jump punch. Because he's gonna have to instant jump one to beat you. Yeah, like neutral jump one, like looped won't lose to anything unless he does instant jump one. So like be like day one Ferrator, just spam the shit out of this. That's the only thing that's gonna stop him or make him scared to press buttons.
Yeah, true.
And if you force him to jump, you can instant jump on him and punish him with that. Or if he's doing instant jump on, you can strip guard as he lands. And with this, with Ruthless in particular, when you actually land that trip guard, you're gonna kill.
Yeah, exactly. You should be dealing close to 40% on your punishes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So just play him as punish character.
Yep. Alright, so do you want to rewind a little bit for this one? This is gonna be.
Match.
I imagine this is gonna be a much harder matchup. Or maybe not much harder, but
It's saying vicious, right? It's saying vicious. So
easy. Press.
I think so.
Let's have a look.
I think vicious is meant to beat Grandmaster.
Alright, Ruthless again. So just pause.
Oh,
sorry.
Yep. One sec. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we go back?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Good.
Alright, so that's fine. So again, good option for sub down 4. You're not gonna walk back on that. So block the down 4. Grandmaster could probably, and I think Tana does from the snippet that I saw.
Clone.
Cancel it into clone.
Yeah.
So what do you think the options would be? Try to contest with
Um.
Ferrator zoning, because I mean the overhead's going to eat the clone and the ice ball if he tries to throw it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. Holy crap, yeah. Just I can just go vicious with this matchup. If you're Ruthless, then yeah, use the overhead more, but be aware that if he does read it, he's gonna slide you in reaction, get the knockdown, and get his free clone up.
Yeah, true, true. Because I mean, yeah, like outside of clone, how do you approach the
Uh,
Ferrator matchup when you play in?
dude, god, that this zoning is actually annoying, but like the zoning isn't as scary in this variation. Like overhead tosses are annoying, the slides are annoying, right?
Yep,
But you play patient and you lose them. The big thing that keeps you scared is boss toss, because boss toss is a mid projectile that covers the jump like a bit at the same time.
yep.
But in this variation, you don't have boss toss. You're just relying on the overhead thing. And overhead, like even if you don't have a slide, you can if you read it you full screen run and punish it. So it's dangerous. Like the clone, no. The, yeah, I don't know for this match, man. The zoning feels a lot more scary when you're dealing with the boss toss.
Yeah. Bishop, maybe better. Alright, well I guess we'll see. So let's press play. So I think down 4 into clones, what's gonna happen? Or down 4,
Oh,
not cancel into clone.
off the bat, but
Gets a jump in. So he's doing some of this
yeah,
pressure, but he didn't run
so he missed
cancel.
it.
He's
Yeah,
running
missed
game.
cancel. So a
Oh,
lot of random slides.
oh,
Wow, I guess
reads,
yeah, reads command grab.
reads the
Ballsy
command
read.
grab. Yeah, very ballsy
Hey,
read.
actually, yeah, neutral jump punch still deals with the clone really well. Nice. So Tana needs Tana's playing kind of crazy. Oh, wow, actually, so I guess the low beats. Oh, he likes to wake up command grab a lot.
Mm.
Gonna put pressure? Nope. He was
Yeah, so
respecting the wake.
back
No, he
one,
had
two,
no
one.
bar. No, like, see, just then he had no bar, but he was still respecting a wake up. He needs to be confident with his meaties.
Oh, why would you paint again there?
Okay, so oh he died there because he lost 10% of the banning gain.
Yeah,
It was a
exactly.
five. I can't remember.
So back one, two,
Like,
one on their wake up is a good option, especially if they have no meter.
or even
'Cause
just
you,
like just down three, like or down one, midi down one.
but
If down one's -1, he cares.
the advantage of back one, two, one is that it covers normal and delayed wake up.
Yeah. Uh, I'm worried about like slide low
Oh.
profile like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, like even if it does, it's midi down one. Midi down one. You only neg one if you have Ferra in the back, so you can still play pressure after it. Like subs bottom is slow, man.
And
Nice,
JP, so
good
it's worked a lot of times. So keeping that in mind when you fight
dropping
Tana.
combos. It looks like Shade likes to go straight to the 50-50 after a Pokemon hit.
Back one, two,
Midi
one?
down,
Oh,
no,
no, that works. That
midi down.
works.
So it looks like command grab doesn't give you enough advantage to go for like big midis, but even just midi poke, so it's not to wake up.
Yep. Oh,
Like,
it's alright.
I really like this. Like, I guess it's gonna pump your damage a lot, man, but you need that health, man. Just use that as a confirm tool.
It's a good damage, good down one check back there.
Oh,
Jumping.
no jump.
Not a good range to be jumping anyway.
Yeah. You're gonna get trip guarded even if you didn't jump into clan.
Yeah, exactly.
You should jump.
So I
Oh
think
wow,
Tana
that was good patience by Tana.
trying to bait it for it there. And yeah, the wake up throw has been used probably much more than it should be.
Yeah, it's a good option. But yeah, it looks like I guess Ferrotor is a good like say 50-50, so you might as well go for it. But mix it up, man. Don't just play the 50-50. Play stagger pressure, play throws as well. Turning a bar. See, like that again. He didn't have bar, but he went for a neutral jump punch instead. I reckon if you wake up a slide, he would escape. Let's go for your meaty. Take your pressure.
That NJP pressure in the corner is probably a bit better suited to the Kotal match.
Yeah.
Alright, so do we have any other general comments for that one?
Again, too much pain in neutral. It needs to work on his Oki stuff, and then rely a lot on just. Actually, what was his Oki? Neutral jump punch and what else?
Neutral jump punch and weight, basically.
Yeah.
There was
It needs to be more conscious of their bar. Like, oh shit, this is doing. Is he allowed to wake up, basically?
yeah. Let's go back here. I just want to take another look at part of that. And see if I can actually do it now. Is this loading for you at all?
No, it's good.
Well, it's like buffering like crazy for me.
Alright.
Let's go back a little bit more, because there was a spot in the corner in the round before that. I don't want to take a look at. I think it might be just up here. Oh, it's the same round. Anyway, being careful of that clone, obviously.
Yeah, the main thing is like mix up his pressure options. Is from what I've seen so far, anytime you get to poke, you go straight to the 50-50. Like 50-50s are good, but if you're committing it all to a guess, like
That's,
you even use normal throw, man. Ferrator's normal throw is stupidly good.
yeah, it's got ridiculous range. And that's the thing, like I was saying, you basically, with Ferrator's 50-50s, unless you're doing like forward 2 into overhead toss, which is like
Yeah,
a no damage option, you're basically giving up your turn as it is anyway. And
yeah.
especially in the corner, you want to keep that pressure. I mean, sure, in back 1-2-1 into the slide is giving up your turn as well. But if you keep with the overhead pressure or just the back 1-2, do back 1-2 into command grab, for
Isn't
example.
overhead what's it called? That's still plus anyways, right?
Pardon?
Back 1-2-1 like overhead toss. When people saying it's a block of it, I'm pretty sure it's plus, right?
Yeah, it's like +1 or +2.
Yeah,
I
even if
guess
it's
it
plus
must be
plus is
more.
plus, man.
Exactly. So you've got the overhead option, you've got the back 1-2, which you could use into command throw. You've got all these stagger options off the back 1-2-1 string as it is.
Yeah.
So using those is a better way to maintain the corner presence.
Yeah.
So like I said, Shade, I'll send you a video of what I'm talking about, basically presented by Biohazard's matches. And you can see there's a few ways that he applies pressure where it'll catch the jump. If someone tries to jump out at a specific time, it'll always catch it and stuff like that. So that'll help you as well, maintaining that corner presence, which is so important for Ferrator. Alright, well, I don't think there's too much else to add at this point. If anyone else has videos they'd like analyzed, that's all good. Send them through and I'll get to them when I can. For anyone who's actually still around or listens to the VOD tomorrow night or in a VOD later, if you don't watch it until later, um, I'll be doing the somewhat of a coaching sesh with Harold. So that'll be live tomorrow. That should be good, and that'll be as opposed to me and Aaron sitting here guessing at what each player is thinking of doing. It'll be me with the player talking about their decisions and seeing why they're doing what they're doing throughout the match. So if you're interested in seeing like something like that, make sure you tune in to the same channel, and it'll be right here for you guys. So